When Congressman Joe Wilson shouted those now infamous words, "You lie," during the president's health care speech last week, it triggered a battle over bad behavior that has now been transformed into a bitter war of words over race. It began on the internet and cable TV, then exploded into public view last night when former President Jimmy Carter threw this verbal bomb.
An overwhelming portion of the intensely demonstrated animosity toward President Barack Obama is based on the fact that he is a black man.
Today, he went even further.
Her feeling among many people in this country that an African American ought not to be president.
There followed today a ferocious counterattack from top Republicans, including party chairman Michael Steele, who called Carter's accusation a pathetic distraction from Democrats to shift attention away from the president's wildly unpopular government-run health care plan. Conservative talk show hosts joined in.
Jimmy Carter back in the news with the same kind of ignorance and stupidity that marred and marked his own presidency. We can't criticize Obama. We can't do that because it's all racist.
They called on President Obama to publicly reject Carter's accusation. Instead, it fell to White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs, who refuted Carter and tried to minimize the issue of race.
The president does not believe that it's based on the color of his skin.
Asked if the president should address the issue personally, Gibbs said there is no need.
I said that on his behalf.
It's not the first time the White House has confronted tensions over race that they quickly tried to diffuse. When the president's friend, Harvard professor Henry Louis Gates, was arrested by a white police officer in his own home, the president accused police of acting stupidly and helped create a national firestorm over racial profiling. He tamped it down by ratcheting down the rhetoric.
Interactions between police officers and the African-American community can sometimes be fraught with misunderstanding.
And by inviting the two men for beer and conversation in the Rose Garden. The president's decisive moment on race, though, came last year when his former preacher stirred up racial anger. After at first resisting, the president confronted it head-on with a speech some insiders believe saved his campaign.
Working together, we can move beyond some of our old racial wounds, and that in fact we have no choice.
With the issue of race heating up again, some political analysts say it won't be long before the president has no choice but to confront it directly once more. Katie?
Chip Reid at the White House tonight.